Hello YouTube, Tomei270 here. Have yet another Jurassic World dinosaur toy review slash unboxing. Today we have the Jurassic World Stegoceratops. Yes, that's right, you heard me right. Stegoceratops. Stegosaurus mixed with Triceratops. This is from the geniuses over at Hasbro Toys. Don't worry, they have said this guy will not be in the movie. This is straight from their imagination. With that said though, I think this is a really cool figure. Really detailed. Just really crazy looking. But with that said, it's not going to appear in the movie, so they pretty much could go however crazy they wanted to go, and they pretty much did that. Here's a quick close-up of him. There we have the fake dino damage there on the side. Have the Jurassic World logo. We have these crazy spikes on his back and on his tail, which is pretty cool. His tail ties into his action feature, which I'll get to in a second. And of course, it's the regular Jurassic World dinosaur toys packaging. We have the red and blue scaly background. We have the logo, T-Rex, name of the dinosaur, and then the same on the back. It's virtually the same as the other toys in this series. You have the picture of the dinosaur, which I'll say on this one, it might just be my lighting, but his spikes are not painted as brightly as what's on the picture, but I mean, as far as like the sculpt goes, it's the same thing. I mean, like I've said before, I compliment Hasbro for putting the actual toy that you get on the back of the box, like you would see it in person. And not many people do that nowadays. Usually the picture on the back of the box looks better than the actual thing. So let's get this guy unboxed. Oh, before I forget, the only thing different on him is that it says hybrid Dino, exclamation point, and then mentions his action features, his bashing head, basically move the tail, and his head moves from side to side. And there we have all of the logos you'd expect, Hasbro, Universal, and Jurassic World. And then there at the top where it always is, the little short sentence, one sentence about the toy. Alright, let's unbox this guy.
Just two quick little snips on this little wire here, and he's out of the package.
So, let's look at him. He looks really cool. So here's his action features. Move his tail down like that. His head comes out almost like a turtle, almost. Looks kind of funny, but his head comes out, and you can make it come forward, and then you just move it side to side, just like with the T-Rex and Spinosaurus, which that's pretty cool. You could probably even make it go down and side to side. Yeah. Well, not quite. But it's still pretty cool. There's a close-up of the dino damage. You can kind of see it. Pretty detailed there. You can see little veins and the scales and all the muscles and stuff on his legs there. There's his tail. And on the side, we do have screw holes showing, but there's Not too many of them. What? That's probably my main complaint with these Jurassic World toys, is that they're putting the screw holes in really bad places. They could have made the seams at the bottom, but oops, hit my camera. That's just me. Anyway, there's his belly. The color goes all the way to the bottom of his tail. There's his feet. And here's a close-up of his face. So you can see the detail on his head there. It's got spikes going all the way around his head. He's got the 2 horns, as you'd expect from a Triceratops. And, come on, camera. What had it? There we go. That's a lot better. He's got that beak. Gives him kind of a bird-like appearance, which is pretty cool. And as far as articulation, all 4 of his legs move a little bit. I'm pretty sure this is a similar sculpt as previous Triceratops figures we've had. They've just tacked on the Stegosaurus spikes on the top there. I'll grab that here in a second. But overall, I really like this guy, even though he's really crazy looking. I think that's what makes him unique. Pretty cool. Okay, I'll be right back. Alright, we are back, and just as I suspected, it's almost the same sculpt as previous Triceratops figures we've had. Scoot closer a little bit. It's got that same pose on all his legs there. This is from the Lost World Jurassic Park line, which is pretty cool. All he did was move his leg back, his head goes forward like that. I kind of wish they would have given this guy something like that instead of putting all the movement in his tail, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. He has more articulation than the Jurassic Park 3 Triceratops, which all he does really, he just move the head. Come on. The camera doesn't want to focus today. You just move his head and he makes a sound effect, and then you press this little dino damage wound on his side, and I'm pretty sure this is a T-Rex sound effect, but this is one made by Hasbro, and this is just part of their laziness. They gave it it's a Triceratops, but they gave it a Tyrannosaurus Rex sound effect. Here it is. That's pretty clearly a Tyrannosaurus Rex. You know, not that big of a deal, really. It's just Hasbro doesn't really always go the extra mile like Kenner did. Or Kenner knew its limitations and didn't try to do anything lazy like that. I'm not hating on Hasbro or anything. It's just I prefer the Kenner toys a little bit more. But with that said, this is still a cool toy. For $10, can't go wrong. He's still really cool looking. Definitely would stand out from the rest of your collection if you did get him. Which I think that's what Hasbro was going for. I think they were just trying to think of the craziest creature they could, and this is one of them. Not sure if we're going to get any more crazy hybrids like this or not, but it'd be interesting if they did release more down the line. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this review. I'm really enjoying making these, and I will see you in the next one.